Hello friends, James Stevenson here with today's episode of Who's Hating Hard on Tesla Today. Once again, it is the professional auto analyst hiding behind the fake name Brad Munchen. Let me share my desktop with you and show you this post. For the fourth time in 12 hours, this guy proves he's unemployed and has nothing better to do than pick cherries. Friends, I wish I were unemployed. I would have a lot more time to make videos like this if I were unemployed or only making social media content for a living. I can't afford to do that yet because my investments are all in retirement accounts, mostly, that I can't touch until I'm old enough to retire. So got to wait for a few more years before I can retire early. I'll tell you who's not going to retire early. It's the professional auto analyst hiding behind the fake name Brad Munchen, who keeps thinking Tesla's going to go bankrupt and keeps betting on it by shorting Tesla. So I replied here, hey, aren't you the guy who said Tesla faced bankruptcy last year? With a screenshot of me saying, I know it's hard for you to accept that Tesla beat BMW's 7th try at the BMW M3 with Tesla's second attempt at the Model 3 Performance. Meaning the second iteration of the Model 3 Performance. The first one was way back in 2018. But you've been shorting Tesla for 5+ years now, so you should be used to denial and anger by now. Acceptance will come later in the Kubler-Ross stages. So here's a link to the Carmudgeon podcast, in which Pulitzer Prize-winning auto journalist Jason Camisa said that the Tesla Model 3 Performance is a better car than the 7th generation BMW M3, which is trying to do the same thing. Jeff replied, I shorted NVIDIA, I know this feeling. And Motorhead Brad Munchen replied, NVIDIA is a solid company and wasn't overvalued. Tesla isn't. It's a meme stock that faces bankruptcy. Yeah, that is really what he thought. And if you can believe it, are you sitting down? Are you seatbelted? He replied, they still do face bankruptcy. I can't wait to see you in your work clothes. He likes to imagine that I work at McDonald's. Friends, I do not work at McDonald's. Not that there's anything wrong with anyone working at McDonald's. That's fine. But the other replies were a little bit more entertaining. Dunkin on, you're watching the episode of Dunkin on Munchen. It irritates him when I mispronounce Munchen, which is why I named it that. It rhymes better. Get some ointment on that burn, and hopefully I ratioed him with this one. Let's see, 248 likes to his 64. Yeah, that's a pretty solid ratio. And I'm happy that X fixed the algorithm so that now you can ratio people again. For a while there, they just could not get enough views on a reply to ratio people. And that's one of the best things about X, is seeing people post wrong stuff and get corrected in the replies. That's why people post screenshots and say never deleting this app. One of the appeals of the app is seeing people get their comeuppance immediately, instant gratification. All right, friends, if you like this video, click the like button. That'll help the algorithm recommend this video to others like you who might also like it. Leave me a comment. Tell me if you agree, disagree, attaboy, funny gif, whatever you want to do. That also helps the algorithm. Make sure you're subscribed, and thank you to everybody who supports me, especially my executive producers, Kathy Hitchler and Rebellionaire.com, and I'll see you in the next one.